everyone, it is Lynn Bardowski, founder here at Million Dollar Party Girl with a special live edition tonight. I am going to be teaching you all of the social selling trends that you need to know for 2022, what's in and what's out. This is a special broadcast because tomorrow, which is Friday, depending on when you're watching this, of course, right? Tomorrow is Friday, March 11th, and it's Social Media Day. So, for those of you that didn't know, I'm creating this broadcast for you to really bring you up to speed. There are so many things that have changed when it comes to social selling that can and are already disrupting our industry. Brand new ways that consumers are shopping, and you need to know what they are. So let's dive in. First, I see everybody coming in there. Hey, everybody. Let me know if you have changed your social selling strategy. So, I really want to clarify what social selling is, because even though it has the word selling in it, it's actually less about selling and more about helping, adding value. And so I think that's really where probably the biggest opportunity is for all of us in our industry, is to really just stop, stop the marketing messaging, which of course, that doesn't work anyway. Did it ever work? No. The spammy messages, the auto inviting a zillion people to Facebook groups. You all know that's out. I don't even have to cover that tonight, right? But there is, it's all really about adding value and how you can help people. If I could simplify, the trends into just one little phrase for you, that would be it. Adding value, helping people, making their life easier. A lot has changed over the last 2 years, and people really do have virtual fatigue. And anything you can do to ease that for them can turn them into a quick customer. So Nikki's saying, yes, we'll put some of these things, she's using Reels for tips and recipes, getting to know you posts. I want you guys to stick around for the end. And actually, I'll ask you, who knows what my 3C's formula is? Tell us right now. So this is a formula that I created last year because I really did want to simplify exactly what your goals are when it comes to social selling. And if you stick around for the end, I'm going to give you exact topic ideas that connect with that formula. I see it looks like Rihanna was first to guess what it is. I'll put it on screen for you too. I'm going to give you exact ideas so you can really wrap your head around what exactly should I be posting that's going to help me grow my business. So you're going to get that at the end. I'm also going to show you a brand new Instagram update. In fact, I jumped in today. How many of you were watching my Instagram live today? Just rolled out this year. It's only March, so this is a new feature. You can now schedule your Instagram lives. I did it today, and I'm going to show you. I took screenshots so I can show you exactly how you can do it too. That's a game changer, is being able to schedule lives on Instagram. It's really the main reason I really don't do many lives on Instagram, because for me, you got to schedule it so that you can let people know. That's how you build and grow an audience, rather than just going live on the fly. That's not an effective strategy. So I will be doing more of that now that has rolled out. We had a really fun chat on Instagram Live today. All right, here we go. We'll put it on screen. There's Bob. How you doing, Bob? Captivate. Well, actually, Bob, Captivate's first. but very close. Captivate. You got to captivate first, right? You have to draw people in. Then you connect, build that connection, build that loyalty, the know, like, and trust factor. And then people say, yes, that's the person I want to buy from. So, as I said, I'm going to give you exact topic ideas if you guys stay with me. We're going to be here together for about 30 minutes. All right, make sure you're inviting your teams to tune in. This is really important topic. Great for leaders to do a follow-up discussion. This could be the basis of really making some important changes that can help your teams grow. By the way, I am live in 2 places right now. I'm live on my Facebook business page and YouTube. So let me know where you are tuning in. Either way, you can tap the bell to make sure you do get notified. That's like a notification workaround when you are broadcasting. Make sure you tell people, tap that bell, and that way you guys can get notified when I am live. All right, let's jump in now that we took care of all those housekeeping notes. All right, we're going to do what's out, what's in. I'm going to drop my banner down there. I'm using StreamYard, by the way. I like to tell you what I'm doing when I'm doing it, to broadcast to multi-stream to multiple destinations at one time. That's another what's in, saving time when you're posting. All right, here we go. So what's out? Static graphics. And by that, I just mean a graphic that does not move, right? It could be a photo, an image, boring. What's in? Reels. And this is probably no surprise to you, especially for those of you that are on Instagram. If you open the app, there they are. I actually have switched over to a 100% Reels feed last year, actually at the end of 2020. So end of 2020 going into 2021. It's been over a year that I have switched over, having so much fun. And many of you have taken advantage of my Reels training, and now you are diving in as well. We're seeing those static graphics. The reach is just and the main reason for that is, well, first of all, the short form video, that's what a reel is, in the vertical format, meaning you're shooting like this, right with your camera, much like a TikTok as well. In fact, YouTube has YouTube Shorts. So basically every platform is trying to keep up with the popularity of TikTok, because that type of content is exactly what people needed during the last 2 years. They wanted to keep it light. They wanted it to be authentic, right? And have fun. That's really what is connecting with people. Bye-bye boring static graphics. And the reason that these are so effective when it comes to increasing your reach, which I hope is a goal of yours, is that Reels were designed to be shown to people who are not following you. If you've ever scrolled the Reels feed, whether it be on Facebook or Instagram, you're seeing Reels from people you don't even know. Well, that typically doesn't happen with what you're posting. You know, for most of your posts on social, they're seen to people that are following you, like your stories are shown to people who are following you. So Reels, top of the funnel for attracting new leads, at the top of my list for what is in. And I'm calling this a social selling trend. It's not going away. This is just going to continue to build momentum, and we don't want you to become a dinosaur. So it's tough to jump in and start learning how to create Reels. Let me know if you guys have tried it yet. As I said, I do have Reels training for members of my mentoring program. We're actually doing one at the end of this month, a brand new update to that. I call it Reels-a-thon, like a telethon, but about Reels, because it's fun. And of course, you can repurpose that content as well. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. I'll talk about that coming up. What else is out? Quotes. Now, of course, I don't want you to be sad because I know a lot of you are posting quotes. And yes, people love quotes, right? But because this edutaining content is just so much more captivating, my first seeing a quote is just kind of so last year right now, right? It's like, okay, you could bring that to life with a reel, even more fun with a meme. So quotes are out, memes are really what is in. Remember, people want to be entertained or inspired. And there are so many fun memes that can really do my second C, connect, build that stronger connection with people and just make them happy, right? People want to find some joy when they're spending time on social media. And here's a quick tip. If you didn't know, I make all my own memes now, and I do that using Canva. So Canva integrates with Jiffy or Giphy, depending on how you say it. And so you can add a GIF to a template. Maybe it's a Facebook post or an Instagram story, and add text, create your own meme. And that's exactly what I do. I create my own memes, put my logo on it, bye-bye quotes, hello memes. And of course, your meme could have a quote on it, right? It could be a fun GIF, but just so much more scroll stopping, attention grabbing. What else? Out. Static. Ooh, I spelled that wrong. Static websites. Let me fix that. There we go. Static websites. What's in interactive live shopping? This is going to be one of the biggest disruptors for our industry. A static website is like a static graphic. Boring. It does not move, right? It's like there's an image of a product, another image, another image, another image, and you're just scrolling trying to find what you want to buy. And unfortunately for direct sellers, you guys know your websites, many of them are just not that great, right? The shopping experience is not that great, and many are not even mobile friendly. And so what people want now is what is called a frictionless experience. The more tapping, clicking, trying to find things, scrolling that people need to do, the more they're likely to click out. That's true for your virtual parties as well. And that's why interactive live shopping is going to be the way that people buy, not just now, but well into the future. If you don't know what that is, it launched in China a couple years ago, has now become a $100+ billion, it's crazy, industry. It's now coming our way. We're already seeing it roll out. So how many of you have ever watched Amazon Live? So Amazon has live shopping. There's actually a whole tab when you go to Amazon. If you've never clicked on that, I suggest you do, not right now, but after this, to really experience what I'm talking about. And so being able to shop off of a social media platform, right? So creators, people selling on Amazon, can create their own Amazon live shopping. Now, of course, you want that. You're thinking, well, how do I get that? For direct sales, there's already companies that have developed this, already have talked with a few of them, and we're going to see more and more of this rolling out. So find out, is your company looking into interactive shopping? Tell them they need to talk to me because I know all the ins and outs about it. And by interactive, I mean when somebody is watching live, it's live shopping, not on a social media platform. And let's say I am selling this pen. Okay. So, okay, now here's all the reasons you need this pen and all the problems it's going to solve for you. Now go ahead and tap the screen where this pen is to add this to your cart. That's what I mean by interactive. I'm not sending people to a website to scroll and try to find it. They literally go boop, 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 and add to cart right within that live shopping experience. Yes, Christy's saying it like QVC or HSN. It really is creating your own home shopping channel. And as I said, it's off of a social media platform. That is why this is going to be so powerful. By the way, Walmart actually launched this on TikTok during the Christmas season. So this is not something I'm talking about in the future. It's already here. It's happening. And direct sales companies need to know exactly how this is going to affect the way that people buy. All right, what else? The About Me bio in the About You bio. So, as I said, a lot has changed. And I used to teach people how to really highlight their talents in their About Me bio. So, for example, if you won an award with your company, I recommended put, award-winning mompreneur as an example. Well, that's out because nobody cares anymore, right? The last 2 years have changed all of our priorities. And so that's why what's in is the About You bio, meaning your ideal customer, that lead that you are trying to attract, cares about one thing. They care about how you're going to help them. That's what they care about. They don't care that you win awards. They don't care that you're a director. They don't care about all your superpowers. They want to know, how are you going to solve my problems? And so the bio now needs to clearly communicate who you help, specifically, not just people or everybody, but specific. For example, mine says I help network marketers, right? That's my niche. Who you help, and then how do you do that? Who you help, how do you do that? That is the new About You bio, and I just did a training for this for our members, and I called it How to Fix a, you guys can drop the emoji in the comments for that. We had a little fun with it. How to fix a, drop the emoji in the comments if you guys can guess what it is, bio, because nobody cares anymore. And so you really want to be attracting that person, and that's how you clearly communicate who that is. So when they see you on Instagram, they see you on Facebook, maybe you just started that connection right there. They say, oh, that is the person that I need. That's the person that's going to help me. All right, what else? Our party scripts. I've mentioned this before. Ditch the script. It is so last year. Again, people can tell, right? People can tell when you've got that scripted party and it sounds more like a marketing message than actually being helpful and adding value. So it's out. I'm saying just throw them in the trash. It's more important to know strategy, to know a formula like captivate, connect, convert. Like literally that is the new virtual party. And really what's in is authenticity, showing up, showing off your personality. Stop posting those same graphics. Right now, you can post the reel in your groups. You can take your Instagram reel, download it and upload it to a virtual party in a group. It makes it so much more unique and build such a stronger connection. And that's why people buy from you. And yes, I still recommend that you go live in your parties. I pioneered that back in the day. And, there really is nothing that converts faster than having that live experience. And now, of course, you can schedule the Instagram live as well. All right, what else? Out is voice calling. And you probably have noticed your phone does not ring anymore, right? And even if it does, even if it goes to Messenger, very few people actually listen to the message. It's not an effective way to do business today. It's almost an intrusion when your phone rings and you don't really have a strong connection to a personal connection to that person that's calling. So what's out is voice messaging, not voice calling, and really using Instagram, DMs, Facebook Messenger from your business page, of course, your personal messenger as well. For those of you that are friends with your customers, leave a voice message, and you do that just by tapping on that little microphone instead of a text message. People need to hear your voice, your inflection, that energy comes through. And more consumers are tapping into Instagram messaging and Facebook to reach out to brands. So, you let me know, how are most of your customers communicating with you today? It's probably in Messenger somewhere, right? What's out? Adding hashtags. What's in? Adding value. So the time has come, thank God, to stop worrying about hashtags. There's actually so much more that can go wrong with the hashtag that can go right. And if you focus more on adding value, then people will find your content, especially if it's an Instagram reel, because they're being shown specifically, right, to new audiences. And so stop worrying about the hashtags. Not so much a big deal. I'm not saying never use them. I'm saying you don't need a zillion of them. You don't need to spend time searching, finding the right hashtag. If you add them, I actually just created a reel that I posted last night that I didn't add any hashtags. So I'm even testing myself, like hashtag versus no hashtag. I'm getting more engagement, by the way, on that post than posts I've added hashtags to. So stop worrying about hashtags. Not such a big part of your strategy anymore. Focus more on adding value, solving those problems that your ideal customer has. That's what's going to captivate, connect, and convert. And then last but not least, and then I'll show you, I'm going to give you some topics for Captivate, Connect, Convert, and then I'll show you what that Instagram live scheduling looks like. That's your bonus because you guys stuck around. And I've talked about this before, but in case you missed it, what's else? And this is going to be a big disruptor for direct sellers, VIP groups. I've said it a couple times. What's in are interest-based groups, and Facebook is rolling out more and more group features that I have just been falling in love with. The latest one, if you've seen this, you can now respond when somebody answers, they request to join your group and you want to deny them for whatever reason. Maybe it's somebody on someone else's team and you don't let other people's team members into your customer group, your interest-based customer group. We used to be called the VIP group. You can now actually let them know why you are denying their entry into your group. And so that's a really effective way. Maybe they didn't answer the questions. Like, if they're not going to answer the questions, they're probably not going to engage with your content, right? For me, that's at the top of the list. But yeah, you can now actually reply to somebody and let them know why you're not opening the door for them to your Facebook group. So groups are getting more and more features. It should not be an exclusive community if you are using your group to attract leads, and that's why they have a very short lifespan. And you, I'm sure, notice this, right? After a year or two, you're not attracting new leads because you're calling it a VIP group, which means it's only for special people. You want an interest-based group about something people are interested in. Tracks all those people that are interested in that topic that could then become customers. Those new members are what wake up a sleeping group. It's like anything. The new people are the excited ones that jump in and tend to engage. The people have been sticking around for a while get a little sleepy. So new members and growing your group are key to engagement and the time. It takes a lot of time to be posting and managing a group. And so that's why forget the VIP group. Change your group name, change your group cover, make it more about an interest. Could be things you're interested in, would most likely be things your ideal customer would be interested in. And I've given different examples before. I think one of the examples I gave were mom buns and coffee, meaning like a hair bun. I don't have enough hair yet to do a bun yet, but I'm getting there. And that was just an example. Okay, so here are some topic ideas for you for Captivate, Connect, Convert. And then I'll show you how to schedule live, and then I'll open it up for some questions because I see some of you guys have questions there. All right, so here we go. So let's talk about Captivate. How do you captivate? Remember I said you have to add value. You want to attract new leads. Turn that off. You want to attract new leads. And so you have to first draw people in. That's what I'm talking about when I say captivate. So think about how-to tips, hacks, anything that is helpful is captivating, right? So that's where it starts, with you sharing that extra value. And then the second C, connection. What connects you to people? Well, these would be, and of course, all reels are great, by the way, for any of these topics. And if you go to my Instagram, you'll see examples of all of these, by the way. The second C, now they're moving a little bit further to become a customer. You connect by introducing yourself. I talked about the About You bio, right? Introducing yourself. What things do you have in common with people? I actually just created a reel about that today that I'll be posting tomorrow. I'm going to share things that I'm interested in and ask how many things we have in common. It's going to be really fun. What else? Behind the scenes, a day in the life, those sneak peeks into your life are what build that stronger connection, helping people get to know you. So that's connect. And then the third C, convert. What converts? Well, transformation. So before and afters. Also, reels are amazing for this. In literally 10 seconds, you could show a very powerful video of a transformation, either from you or from a customer. So before and afters, transformational stories, how you help people, a specific story about that you could create a reel about or post or go live about. Interviewing people to have them share their stories. I've interviewed many members of my mentoring program, and it is one of the most effective ways that I attract new members because they hear those stories and they say, oh gosh, yeah, I want that to happen for me, right? So for our members that are watching, tell us what you love about being a member. That's an easy thing that you guys could duplicate when you're live, especially in a party and you've got people there that are customers or hosted before, right? You get that repeat business coming back. Just ask the question, like, tell us right now in the comments what you love about this pen, right? They're going to sell everybody else. So that converts very quickly. Testimonials, sharing those important stories of who you helped and specifically how you helped them. That's a quick conversion. And you noticed all of these are selling without selling. We're not spreading those, those ad looking marketing messages. None of that works anymore. Did it ever? Probably not. Okay, so let me show you. I've got this pulled up and then I'll answer some questions. I'll stick around a little longer than usual for you guys tonight. We like to keep this at 30 minutes max, but this is a special live I'm doing to give you all the latest and greatest trends. So this is what it looks like to schedule a live on Instagram. This is a brand new feature that I'm super excited about. So in the first screenshot, the black one there, you now see when you tap on that live button and you find that in stories, Instagram stories, for those of you that didn't know that, you tap on your profile photo and you just slide at the bottom there. Now, prior to that, it's like if you tapped live, you were live. It's like, oh, this is too much. Now you can schedule ahead of time. You see a little calendar there. So you tap the calendar icon. Now we go to image 2 with the white background. That's exactly what it looks like. It says live video. Add your title. Really important. Just like Reels, you want to have that hook. Why should people tune in? So mine said, Reels Q&A, join me live. I'll be answering your questions about Reels live. And we had a lot of fun with that today. And then you tap that start time. You notice there's a little forward arrow there. When you tap that, you get a little calendar, just like when you're, setting a calendar reminder in your phone. You set the date and time. And by the way, you can schedule it up to 90 days into the future. What? Now, remember, social selling and social media platforms change all the time. All of this could be changing by the next time you watch this replay. But this is what it looks like right now in March 2022. And then that third screenshot, this is what happens when you schedule it. Now you get that little banner right underneath where your link is that lets people know you're going to be going live. People can actually tap that and get a reminder. This is awesome. You can also choose to add this as a post. That's scheduled live can be a post in your feed. You just want to have a photo ready. You need to have a little cover photo there for it. And the same thing, people can tap it and get a reminder. So I just love this feature. I'll be going live more now on Instagram because now I can schedule it. Pre-promotion is key to building an audience. And I'll be excited to see how that compares, how Instagram Live compares to Facebook Live. All right, let's check your questions. Nikki's saying, what time do I recommend for Instagram Live? Is this like a reel where others can see it that don't follow you? And so the short answer is no. So, I mean, if you have a public profile, right, a business profile, yes, anybody can see it, right? But it's not like a reel that's being pushed out as much. So reels are kind of the shiny object right now. And doesn't mean that people that don't follow you won't find it or discover it. It all depends on engagement, right? How many of you have told me that you found me because this live was popping up in your feed? So just like, any kind of live video, the more engagement, the more people are talking, you're starting conversations, Facebook starts showing it to more people. So let me know, where are you watching this? Did you come to my business page or YouTube, or did this just pop up in your feed? Let's do a little poll right now. Let's see. Let me check the other questions here. Nikki's saying there's a lot of secret sauce. No spamming. Let's see. Transformation. Yes, transformation. It's so powerful. It's the visual, and reels are so effective. You could captivate, connect, and convert in 10 seconds. It can happen that quickly. Let's see. What do I think about the group title? Okay, Simply Safe Haven, Ultimate Healthy Living Community. I think it's a little long. I like where you're going with it, but you want to keep it short so that it's easy for people to understand what it's about, easy to find. I really like Simply Safe Haven. I mean, that really communicates. It's about your home, it's safe products, and it's simple. I like all three of those words, and that's short and sweet. Let's see. Lori's saying her group name is Oasis Warm and Calming Home Fragrances. There you go. And remember, it doesn't have to be, I don't want you to think your group should be about your products. It should be more about that community of people that you're trying to attract, the value that you're going to add, the things that they're interested in. So are they interested in cozy homes, decorating, and of course, maybe things that inspire their home. So it doesn't just have to be, and it should not be just about a product. Let's see. Heather's saying, does your VIP group remain private if you don't call it that anymore? So your group, if your group setting is private, it's still private. You can change the name anytime. Obviously, you don't want to do it, every day. It's a great way to breathe new life into your group. And it, doesn't impact your group settings or anything like that. So easy to do. Kelly's saying, do I recommend using tiny URL or something like that versus the link to your Facebook group? The short answer is no. I don't recommend using tiny URL. Actually, that is one of probably the top websites I would never use for a link shortener. And the reason is a lot of spammers use it. They use it to hide the website destination. You can't tell what the website is, right? And the algorithms on all platforms know that. And so when you put a tiny URL in, it could actually reduce your reach because it could be flagged, even though it's not spam. And so remember I said authenticity is in. That's also true when it comes to sharing links. You want them to see facebookgroup.com/, but I do recommend that you customize your group link. You can do that in settings if you did not know that. So it's not, 20 million numbers at the end. It's actually your group name. And if you didn't know, on Facebook, you can tag a group just like you tag a page and a person. You don't need to add links at all. Just type the @sign, start typing in your group name, and tag the link. Chrissy's saying, where are the answers at to no questions for group entry? She's like, I'm collecting emails. Yeah, you can definitely use that ask questions to have people give you their email address or a phone, a mobile number for an SMS if you have a SMS CRM system, the answers to the questions are when they don't save. So, that's the only conundrum. There's no way to have an archive of people's answers. When people request to join is when you see the answers, and then you now have the option, you'll find it by clicking on the three dots, to respond and tell them why they were not accepted. Topics and groups is hashtags. Yes, Christy's saying hashtags are the new topics for groups, and I use them in my group for my members. And I think it's a real effective way to create a custom feed, because the group feed is a little crazy. It changes based on engagement, but you can fix that by adding a hashtag to your content. So that way they tap the hashtag. Let's say it's a virtual party and there's a bunch of posts in there, right? You're posting, guests are posting, maybe other consultants are posting if it's a mega party. Well, on your post, you add the hashtag and then you have to tell people what to do. I like to use like the finger pointing emoji, like tap here. This is exactly what my post would say. Tap here to see all of these posts in one feed. You tap the hashtag, there's all the posts. Makes it so much easier to organize content. Yes, Nikki's saying, does Instagram messaging have voice messaging? Yes, I use it all the time. And so, Nikki, I'll voice message you later so you can see how that works. Just tap on the little microphone, and just like Facebook, you can voice message. Yeah, voice tone is the best. Kelly's saying, what about project broadcast? And yeah, that, can work too. But remember, more effective to hear your voice. When you use project broadcast, you're sending a text message. So now you have a conversation started. Then they reply back. You can now reply back with a voice message. So that's one way you can customize that experience. All right. I think we're going to wrap up. I'm just checking. I don't see any more questions. Feel free, if you're watching this on the replay, feel free to ask a question. I'll check just to make sure I didn't miss any. And for those of you that need to learn Reels, which you all do, okay, I hope that's one thing that you really took away today. Like, you need to learn Instagram Reels. You're all invited to enroll in my mentoring program for under 20 bucks. You could enroll for the next month, get all my Reels training, and then cancel. Shh, don't tell anybody. You could totally do that. So, I want to make it easy for you guys to learn. And Heather's saying, where do beginners start? Honestly, Reels are a step-by-step learning. It's not like a 20-minute training. I do a 5-day, actually starting March 21st. Yeah, March 21st. Monday through Friday that week, I will be doing a 5-day, every day with a 30-minute tutorial, literally screen sharing my phone to show you exactly how it works, how to do transitions, how to add text, how to find that trending audio. And of course, I've got tons of fun hacks and tips for you. So I'll make sure I put that link in the comments for those of you that are wanting to get in that. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you invite your teams. Again, this is really important content we're sharing tonight. Leading with value, right? It's all about value, keeping you in the know, what's in and out for 2022. I did leave one thing out, and so I will wrap up with that. And what's out is recycling content. And by that, I mean taking your TikTok and putting it on our Instagram reels or Facebook reels with the TikTok logo, or taking a YouTube video link and sharing that YouTube video on Facebook. Recycling content, not cool. And, pretty much every platform has drawn the line in the sand and said, if you post recycled content, we are not going to show it to a whole lot of people. We're instantly going to reduce your reach. And think about it. You would not walk into Dunkin' Donuts with a container full of Starbucks coffee. That's what you're doing when you recycle something you created on one platform and share it in that existing form. Now, what's in is repurposing. And by that, I mean using that video, but not with a TikTok logo. Post it as a brand new post on another platform. Take your YouTube video, download it, and then upload it to Facebook as a new video. Don't recycle from platform to platform. It's not going to grow your reach. All right, there we go. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I appreciate you. I will be back next week with my regular scheduled Social Girl live show. This was a special edition in time for Social Media Day. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.